Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Today I rise also to pay tribute to a Cowboy State giant, colleague and friend Pat O'Toole. Pat was not born in Wyoming, but you never would have guessed that. There was no one more dedicated to Carbon County or the Cowboy State than Pat. When Pat met his wife Sharon, he fell in love not just with her, but as Senator Barrasso said, his adopted home of Wyoming, and together they raised cattle, sheep, horses, dogs, and children. My own daughter, Annalise, was born the same month that Eamon O'Toole was born. Sharon and I enjoyed the fact that our children would get to grow up together. He often joked that he was raising a menagerie with Sharon, but his commitment to ranching stretched far beyond his property, as he would ultimately dedicate his life to serving the agriculture and conservation communities. I had the privilege of meeting Pat when we served together in the Wyoming legislature. His stories and infectious smile loomed large. He quickly earned the reputation for finding common ground with anyone, and we always look forward to hearing his stories about nearly getting arrested in Tierra del Fuego, being accosted by a machine gun-wielding police officer in Argentina during a revolution, or hitchhiking from Maine to Florida with a buddy in college. Pat O'Toole lived a very interesting and large life. He was also larger than life in the best way, and he cared deeply for the people he served. Following his service in the Wyoming legislature, Pat was appointed by President Clinton to the Western Water Policy Commission, and he focused on the future of water in the West. He was instrumental in providing very carefully thought out testimony regarding the future of the Colorado River. We all benefit now as Senator Hickenlooper and Senator Bennett and I continue to work on Colorado River issues together. The position he held on the Western Water Policy Commission deepened his love for conservation efforts and led him to serve on many advocacy groups to fight for farmers, ranchers, and rural communities until he died. As much as Pat dedicated his life to protecting Western landscapes, he'd be the first to tell you his family was his greatest achievement. Please join me in keeping his family in your prayers as we come together to celebrate his life and the indelible impact he had on his beloved Wyoming. I yield the floor.